Evening, everybody. IC here. Haven't been on for a while. Apologize for that. Let's talk about a few things. We got the upcoming so-called debate between former President Trump and current President Biden. So, I hope they have it. I hope it's above board. I hope they are both on stage next to each other. I hope the moderators can be fair and ask the same questions to both candidates and not pick and choose to make Biden look good and Trump look bad. Excuse me. If it's going to be a totally fair debate, certain things must be adhered to in order for the American people to get an honest opinion about both of them. First off, no teleprompters, because since the American people don't know what is being displayed on the teleprompter, we don't know if the people behind the scenes are giving Biden the answers to read out to make himself look good. We also request, no, I won't say request, we demand no earbuds, earbuds, giving Biden the words to speak to questions. No notes, no rehearsal of the questions prior to their being generated. And it must be televised live, not delayed. Also, be fair, I heard that a drug test is to be given immediately upon completing the test, the debate. I would say do one before and do one after, but that's me. So if they're going to do this, that's what they got to do. You got to make it totally legit and make the American people actually see the real person behind the campaigns. Okay? That's item one. Item number two. California, from what I understand, is trying to pass a law, if they haven't already, to allow adults to have sex with children all the way down to the age of 11. In my book, that's pedophilia. And there ain't no such thing as consensual when it's a small child like that. Now, I know back in the day, several hundred years ago, children were married off at 11 and 12 years old, and they were expected to give birth at that young age. Then again, the life expectancy was, if you hit 40, that was considered a good thing. So I understand historically why it was back then, but you don't need it now. So that is basically promoting pedophilia. Not to mention the fact that the pervert group NAMBLA, North American Man-Boy Love Association, made a statement several years ago that they're going to use the same tactics that the members of the gay and lesbian community used to get acceptance from others for their lifestyle. Now, I can understand gay and lesbian, you want to have sex with someone the same gender that you are. But there's no way in God's green earth that you could say it's accepted to have sex with a boy, 10, 11, 12, that's unacceptable. But yet the gay community apparently doesn't pay attention, because one of the colors on your so-called million gay color flag supports pedophilia. One of the colors. I won't tell you which one, because you people need to figure that out for yourself. You've got transgenders, you've got wolfers, you've got, God only knows, you people are just out there. You're standing on the edge of a broken branch overhanging a cliff, and you're jumping up and down because you think it's funny. That's how stupid you people are, honestly. No respect. And another thing, I don't care who you are. I do not have to support you in your delusions. You want to use your preferred pronouns? That's your choice. I don't have to play your game, and I won't play your game. If you're a dude, I'll call you a dude. If you're a woman, I'll respect you and treat you as a woman. If you're a dude pretending to be a woman, I believe in being to a certain extent respectful. So I will use a gender-neutral terminology when addressing you, which is asshole. And that's the way it shall be. Don't like it? Stay in the closet. Bury yourself under a rock. I don't care. Now, let's see what else we got going on. We got Chuck Schumer recently expressed his desire to have all these illegals in the country because, as he stated, they need voters. Because people are moving away from the current Democratic Party because, face facts, they're so far out in the left, you can't find them. They're no longer the Democrat Party of John F. Kennedy or Lyndon Johnson. These people are out there on the fringe. They have no central support whatsoever. And it's getting worse. I'm sorry. Recent photos have come up from explaining like climate change, for example, saying that the water levels have risen. Well, I saw a photo of the island that has the Statue of Liberty on it and where the water line is. Well, guess what? They had a recent photo of the same location last year. The water did not go up. So, I don't want to hear this crap about global warming. Now the new one is they're saying the ice caps are going to melt within 10 years. In the 60s, it was we're going to run out of oil. In the 70s, it was the ice caps are going to melt. In the 80s, it was acid rain. In the 90s, it was global warming. I mean, every 10 years, it's a new stupid thing that they're predicting. The only thing that keeps being honest in regards to those predictions is our taxes go up and we keep supporting these morons that are making the predictions. Face facts. These are government employees that want to keep their paycheck. They are worthless on the outside. They couldn't get a job if their life depended upon it. Burger King won't even hire them. So, what do they got to do? They got to come up with excuses to continue to get paid. I understand. Same thing goes with these so-called college professors that are out here protesting with the pro-Palestinian students. Face facts. Was there an area called Palestine? Yes, it was an area. It wasn't a country. It was an area called Palestine. Why? Because the British called it that, starting around 1920, and I think it ended in 1940, thereabouts. And the reason why is because they didn't like the Jews, just like the Nazis didn't like the Jews, and it was just an insult to them. Palestinians are just a tribe. According to the son of one of the co-founders of Hamas, there is no Palestine. There never has been a Palestine. And for Palestine to even exist, you would actually have to destroy the nation of Israel totally. You'd have to wipe it off the face of the earth. And if they didn't have Israel to fight Hamas, Hezbollah, Palestinians, they'd be fighting among themselves. Because these people, they don't exist for anything other than to wage war because it gives them self-worth. I call it stupidity. But as you can see, if you go on to Twitter, you see all these different postings about genocide and Palestinians and Israel's doing this and Israel's doing that. The funny thing is that those pictures are actually taken of by Palestinians of Hamas doing these things, and then they're blaming Israel for it. It's ridiculous. These people have been fighting for over 2,000 years, so you know what? I say let Israel just wipe them off the face of the earth and be done with it. And don't forget, Gaza does not belong to the Palestinians. It doesn't even belong to the Israelis. That is land that was annexed from Egypt. But people don't talk about that. And you want to know even something different? Egypt doesn't even want these people from the so-called Gaza to come into their country. They don't want to accept refugees. Do you know why? Because they are a loose cannon. They are unpredictable. They don't want them there. And that's a Muslim country that doesn't want other Muslims. And now you got Biden saying he wants to bring in a bunch of these crackpots into our country. Well, let's put it this way, President Biden. Almost 30,000 Chinese, military-aged Chinese males came into this country within the last year. You got college students protesting, pro-Hamas, pro-Palestine, which means they're pro-terrorist. They should be arrested. All of them. You got 20 million illegals that you allowed into this country just this year alone. What is it? 140,000 gotaways? Which is more than what you had for a decade before. So you are destroying this country, Joseph Biden. And you think that you deserve to have another 4 years? If you get another 4 years in office, this country is going to implode. It's going to have a civil war, and that's stating the fact. I see out.